Hey guys, what's going on? Today I'm gonna see how well I can do this, but I'm gonna be replacing my VTEC solenoid gasket because that's been leaking for a while and it's really annoying. You can see the mess well, I don't know if you guys can see that actually, but it's creating quite a bit of a mess on my transmission, and it's just making everything look all oily back here, and I don't really like that. So I'm gonna see if I can fix it and hopefully be able to show you guys how to do it. Now the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get this out of the way right here. This adapter, there's a little pin right here that you can push on. It will move this little connector off this metal rail back here. See that? And where my finger is, you just want to push it back here. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I got my ratchet right here, and I'm just gonna take off these three, I think they're 10mm bolts, and that's just me kind of guessing, but I'm gonna take those off and we'll go from there. Okay, so I just came across this, and make sure you guys do this. There's this little clip right here that holds this rail in, so you guys want to take that out so you can get this out of the way so you can get a socket on it. Okay, so I got these three bolts off. Now you can do that and knock it everywhere, but the smarter idea would be to kind of do it gently. But this is the solenoid up here, right there. There's a gasket that goes on this right here, so that's gonna be one that I'm replacing. Then there's another one that goes on this. So yeah, we'll just get it going. Okay, so I'm not sure if you guys are gonna be able to see this, but there's a bolt all the way back there below that really oily green connector. Then there's a bolt right here. Can't really show it. It's right there. It's next to this one. Let me try right there. And then there's one all the way back here behind that. We might have to take off this EGR valve right here, but it shouldn't be too bad of a problem. It just looks like there's one bolt right here for the EGR, and then one right here. I'm just gonna try and clean this up real quick with some rags, just so it's not oily everywhere. Like, look how oily that connector is. That's how bad this thing was leaking everywhere. You can tell it was leaking too. You can see the oil everywhere. When we get the gasket off, we'll see how brittle it was. Alright, now we can start taking out the bolts. Now the first bolt I'm going to take out... Wow, I keep on forgetting my pen light. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I'm just an idiot. But yeah, the first bolt we're going to take out is that one right there. And... Alright, so I'm going to take that one out. Okay, so I just got back from Harbor Freight, and because these tools right here, I didn't have any because they were at school. What a surprise. So we're gonna see if these work. I just wanted to try these out, see how they work. Now Harbor Freight tools don't last that well, so if you can get some better quality, yeah, I'd definitely do that. But I'm gonna see if I can knock these off with this wrench, so I'll be right back once again. Okay, so I actually just broke it loose, and now I'm just getting it off. It was a little bit of a pain. So we are going to have to pull that EGR valve out of the way. So first thing you want to do is you just want to unclip this right here. Never pull it by the wire. There you go. You got it unhooked. Now there's those two bolts right there we're going to have to take off. And let me just touch it, make sure it's not hot. Okay. And then we got that bolt right there. You can see it, I think. No, you can't. It's really, really dark. Here we go. There you go. You should see it right there. That nut right there. So we're gonna get that off, and then we're gonna get this one right there off. Right there. So I'm gonna go wrench it. Go get my. Okay, guys. So it's getting pretty late, so I have this little hood lamp. But so you know how I told you could use that 10mm ratchet on the back? Well, that doesn't really work that well. So surprisingly, I don't know how, but I got this socket like I'd say halfway on this back EGR valve right here, and pulled, and it knocked it loose. I know. You're probably thinking, how'd you not round it off? Trust me, I don't know either. So I'm just gonna take off the nuts now. I got the 2 bolts off. The EGR is now off, and make sure you don't drop these in there. Please be very careful. Otherwise, those bolts are going to be gone, and you're gonna have to go fetch them. Mine fell down right down there, so I could reach it with my little tiny hands. But I'm gonna go ahead and crack off this last bolt right down there, and we can pull off the VTEC solenoid. Okay, so I'm about to take out this last bolt. I'm kind of just unthreading it with my hands and being sure not to drop it. I got the other 2 out, but this kind of applies for all of them, the exact same. So be very, very careful. Don't drop these, or you're gonna have a fun time trying to find these. If you're lucky, you'll land on the ground, but if not, you're in for a very sorry time. But these are what the bolts look like. You can tell those are really easy to drop. So I'm gonna wipe my hands off one more time, and I'll be right back. Okay, so now we should be able to just pull this off just like that. Now it's probably gonna drip a little bit of oil, but that's okay. And as you guys can see right there, that gasket is definitely gone. So I'm gonna take it inside real quick. We're inside real quick. I'm just gonna put it on this. And now you just want to really clean this up. Not hard to remove at all. You don't need any special tools. All you have to do, you see this like screen thing, just it sets in here like this. Now it's gonna be a lot tougher, but let's move to more light. But all you have to do is put your thumb in between these like this and just push as hard as you can, and it'll pop out just like that. I'm not even kidding. That's how I just did mine. And I mean, if you want, you can get a pick and awl and just kind of pick it out, but that's how I got mine out. And I'm gonna go get the new gaskets and install those onto the solenoids real quick. Okay, so I got the gasket right here. I ordered mine offline, so it was pretty cheap, but you have to wait for it to get here. Now I'm just gonna open this up right here. Now the first gasket I'm gonna do is this one. Since this one just kind of clips in, let you guys see that real quick. So just take it, boom, there you go, done. It's in. It's all you gotta do. Just kind of pushing in everywhere. When you bolt this back together, it will be snug against the surface, and then you can see where it kind of rides on that right there. And then for this one, I just clean up the oil a little bit more. It's gonna be leaking quite a bit. Alright, and then for this one, just kind of the same thing, except this screen right here, you want to put this in the bottom one. It's kind of a direct fitment, just like that. See? And then just give it a good press in. Might have to get some corners in, but that's okay. It's a lot better than leaking oil everywhere onto your transmission and stuff. Boom. Gasket's in. Now we can go reinstall it. Okay, so I just did this, but I didn't mention it. Make sure you wipe off that VTEC mating surface right there, just to make sure it's clean and debris free. And now the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna mount up our VTEC, like the actual VTEC part. So that's gonna be the first thing that we mount up. And then, like I said, you want to make sure that it's all clean and free of stuff on it. The first thing that you want to do, just try and line it up the best you can. Don't even start reaching for a bolt yet until you think you have it pretty mediocrely up. Now, I'm going to just clean this a little bit more, because you don't want to go digging back into this. This unwanted stuff. So I'm just gonna try and line it up with this hand right here, and then position it right there. That looks about good. Now you want to get one of the bolts. I'm sure these are all the same. Stick it through a little bit to where you can see it, and then start trying to twist it on. All you need to do is get one of these bolts on for right now. You just want to hand tighten it for right now until you can get it all the way on, just so the VTEC solenoid will stay in place. Alright, so finally got these bolts tightened down, and now it's time to put the EGR back in. Yay! Now I'm gonna go get the EGR. Now for the EGR, like before, be very careful with these bolts or you'll go hunting. And hunting for bolts is not fun at all. I do say so myself. Now this one's kind of tricky. Have to use both hands to get it on. And then you're gonna feel it kind of wobble a bit, and then you're gonna feel it spin on. So just be very, very patient while doing it. See, I just got that one on right there. Just be very, very patient with it, and you'll get it. Okay, so here's a little nifty trick that I got. Put some paper towel in the socket that you need, and kind of ram the nut into it, and then it's pretty solid in there. So if you bang into something, it'll stay in there. And then if you get it on good, you can just, you can rip off your extension. Never thought I'd be working on my car this late at night. Alright, that's good. Now let's get this sucker. Alright, that's good. Alright, we're almost done here, guys. Now we can take our final VTEC piece, the actual solenoid. Gonna clean it off again just in case, never know. You just want to kind of line up this to have the markings that the gasket made on that, and it kind of, now the first bolt I put on is the one that's closest to the distributor, the one that has the bracket on it, just so I could get that bracket on. And it's going to be a little bit movable for right now, so don't tighten it all the way down. Now I'm going to get my wrench again with a 10mm socket. And these you can just kind of plop into place and then worry about tightening down in a minute. Don't have to tighten it down right away. Alright, now we can start plugging everything back up. So, got the EGR in. That's the first thing I'm going to plug back up. EGR, check. I'm gonna put this back on its metal rail right here. Put these back in. Alright, now get these out of the way. Now I'm gonna plug up the distributor. Now this was supposed to, but that plastic part went missing. So this is 2-prong. So this goes right here. Alright, that's in. Always do a push, pull, push test. And then this green one, I just want to slide right there. Boom. Alright, clean off my hands a bit. And then this one, have to put down the camera for this. Gotta get these two. Alright, so this is how you change your VTEC solenoid gasket on a 02 Accord or 99, 98, 2000, or 2001. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope this helped you. And thank you for watching.